Hi everyone, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about how to groom your long-haired cat, including how to get rid of those pesky little mats. To maintain the coat of your long-haired cat, you will need to get together a basic grooming kit. I recommend that this should have a pair of small trimming scissors, a pair of claw clippers, a flea comb, a good quality metal comb, and a slicker brush like this. And if you have a Persian, I also recommend you get a poodle comb, a pair of thinning scissors like these, and also a mat breaker like this one. So this is Fern, she's my golden Persian, and what I start to do when I begin to groom is I use my poodle comb, and I simply use really long strokes starting at the neck, and this goes right down to the skin, so it goes right through that undercoat. And I can feel thickness where the undercoat is starting to come out because she's currently in her spring shed. So she's shedding her winter coat, getting ready for summer. That's a good girl. Do both sides, of course. The chest. I can feel there's some mats there, I can feel them with my hand. So I won't try and comb them out because that will be uncomfortable. Okay, and then I just lift her up so I can do her tummy area. Good girl. They don't really like their tummies being done, it's quite a sensitive area for a cat. But you can see there's a lot of under hair. Just with that has already come out. Remember to do the trouser area, so this area just under the tail. They don't usually like being groomed there very much, very sensitive area again. But that is somewhere where knots will come. So I'm now going to show you a few different techniques to help you get mats and knots out of your cat's coat. Okay, now this is a rather delicate area, so I've got Fern on her back, a little bit of a struggle, she doesn't like being in this position. And of course the tummy and the chest are very sensitive. So you can see there's a mat here. Now sometimes you can just tease the mat apart. If it's a very loose one, you can just use your fingers and you can tease the mat apart like this. You can see how it's just coming apart. Good girl. And you can get the little knotted parts out. You will need to gently brush or gently comb through afterwards just to make sure that all of the hair is separated and freed from one another. I recommend using a reasonably fine tooth for this, even possibly a flea comb might do quite well here, just to get these tiny little bits out. You see them? Because that tiny little bit there can turn into a huge mat within just days, because other hair will be attracted to get trapped around it. Now I'm going to show you another technique with this one. What you do is you slide the comb under the mat like that. You get your scissors, slide them along the teeth of the comb, and you trim. Now doing it that way means you won't cut the skin of the cat because the comb protects. It stops you from lifting the skin of the cat, which is very, very pliable and really easily cut if you're using scissors. So using your comb to protect the cat's skin is a great way of ensuring you can cut out a very tight knot without cutting the cat. Now, to prevent mats forming, particularly around the mouth area, what I tend to do with my pet Persians is I'll comb the hair up towards the mouth like this, and any hair that get into her mouth and get caught while she's grooming, I will trim off using my thinning scissors like these. And what you do is you just simply go round like that and just trim off the hair, and it just has it that little bit shorter so that it doesn't get caught in their mouth so easily, and it really does help to prevent them getting these big knots here. So once you finish combing your cat and you've got all of the little mats and knots out, finish off by combing out the tail. Never use anything but a comb on the cat's tail, because otherwise it removes too much of the hair, and that would be a great pity. And then just finish off by using your slicker along the body, on the chest, the chin and chest there area, and the other side. There we go, and your cat is good to go. Grooming as little as 5 minutes a day can make a huge difference to how many knots and tangles you end up having to deal with. But if your cat becomes very badly matted, I would suggest you take them to either your vet or to a groomer who is experienced with cats for a demat. However, try to avoid this outcome if at all possible. Do not make grooming a fight. It's much better to do little and often, using plenty of treats as rewards, rather than do a major session with an increasingly angry cat, which can end up with you just getting badly bitten and make grooming much more difficult in the future. Keeping the coat as grease-free as possible really does help reduce matting. Now I'm going to leave a link to my washing video, but if you don't think that your cat will be up for being bathed, you can buy dry shampoo powder, which works fairly well. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and I'll see you next time.